Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here, not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well, so the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 15 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the third-ranked team, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. They'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So Wisconsin's offense is up first today. And here he comes, the quarterback. All eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
Runs right over the defender. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
A pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Across the 45 now. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
After a disastrous first down play, they're back up on second and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. Makes a quick grab. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's third and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers. Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And they'll start off with a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
That was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Second down after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Illinois landing up quickly here. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Short connection to the tight end here. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. And here comes the punter onto the field. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner will be brought down. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. They punched it in their last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Look at the protection there. Lots of time. Delivers over the middle now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the...
And looking for a big play here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that 1st down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And they hand it off to the back. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. The offense going with the hurry up. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a 1st down. Illinois lining up quickly here. They attack the deep middle of this defense, could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Game set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the punt will bounce out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Great job by the punter there. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. On the ground, it's Graves. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial 2nd quarter beginning right now. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. breaks free. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the Badgers pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Badgers pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Crucial third down play right here. Quarterback drops back. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Oof, the risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down, but what will be the play call?
Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. I mean, wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Here's the second down play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. We've got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers. Took some extra time in the weight room, paying off on that play.
What a job shedding tackles, crossing that goal line. And if you're this defense, you've got to focus a bit more on the fundamentals.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. And the Badgers come to the line with first and goal. Direct snap to the back. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And now the try here for the extra point. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. And he's tackled just short of the 25. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in.
He fires this throw and is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Past the 20. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers. Now the try here for the extra point. Tech on the PAT again, and it's 28-0. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And now the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. 2 quarters down in the Big Ten Championship. A couple of incredibly worthy teams battling for their rightful place in the history of this great conference. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the exciting conclusion of the Big Ten Championship.
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Second down play coming up. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Good job with the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the 1st down marker.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Caught quickly. And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense. Punt team ready to boot it away. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. He'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Looking for a gap. It's Graves. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Powerful running here. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Tackle made after a big gain. And the Badgers lining up here on 1st and 10. Toss it to the back, running left. Fighting him off. Refusing to be brought down.
Well, you're inside the red zone, which means you can't come away with anything less than 3 points. But you know this offense is thinking about a touchdown. They're trying to get to that end zone. They go with the toss play. The big boys up front.
Touchdown, Wisconsin. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. That's another touchdown. An old-school performance from this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line, he decides to have his best game of the season in this game with everybody watching. What a game.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab made by the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there. 2nd down after that completion. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Spins away. Nobody can bring him down. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. This is a determined running back just refusing to be brought down that time by the defense.
You know, the coaches told us that this guy's one of the hardest workers on the entire team. And you can see all that offseason work that he put in has paid off. That time, shaking free from those defenders and getting more positive yards.
Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
This offense has been struggling, still scoreless, but on the move now with a 1st and 10. He's running out of time here. And the freshman making an impact play there.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
The sack sets up 2nd down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Handoff to the back. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. So it's Wisconsin with the lead here, Kirk. It's been pretty one-sided so far at the end of 3. Let's check out the stats. Let's Let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the fourth quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. He's found some room at the 45. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw caught on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. The Salt were able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that third down catch.
Hey, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out, but the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Fourth down, look at the throw for it. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Badgers. And the route is on.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Johnson. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. And they come up with something here. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Defense is coming after him. He's moving out of the pocket now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Second down after that previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys. And it hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board. Maybe not able to come back in this game. But, man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what you're carrying.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user have not turned the game off and reset and playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Point after, knocked right through. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
1st and 10 play coming up. And the single back takes the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Try and muscle for the first down. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. You're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.